I have things I want to accomplish in the new year, and there's steps I need to take in order to start accomplishing those. So I wanted to share those with you guys just because if anybody else has these same desires and steps, then we can do this together, right? Comment down below what you think and if you have the same stuff going on in your head too. My biggest thing is I have so many little projects around my apartment that I need to take care of, whether it's hanging certain pictures up or reorganizing a cabinet, that I'm gonna write all of those into notes on my phone with the little circle boxes so you can check them off as you go, just so that way I have everything there so I can maybe check things off a little bit at a time. My next thing is I need to be better about continuously cleaning versus destroying my apartment and then cleaning it one day a week. I don't mind doing that, but I feel like it takes up so much of my day when I end up doing that I waste a day by just cleaning. I'm down for a deep clean once a week, but I feel like I shouldn't have to be restarting every single week. That's been getting really annoying to me, whereas before I used to enjoy it. Some other things I'm really trying to do is I want to be more active. I mean, I do waitress and I work in healthcare, so like my steps are not lacking, right? But moving to keep my body healthy, that is lacking. And I'm trying to figure out where I can kind of input that in the craziness that is my life. So I'm gonna work on like different ideas for that. I wanna make kind of an idea board so that way if when one thing doesn't work, I do have something to fall back on just in case. That way I'm not like, well, this didn't work, I'm done forever, right? Because in general, like moving your body with your body weight is one of the best ways to prevent things like osteoporosis. And your girl has family history that runs deep. Right? So we gotta try to prevent that as much as possible. And I'm already late to the game being 35 and starting this now. Another big thing is I wanna focus more on eating at home. And I find myself falling into a rut of like, well, if I can't make it fast, because I know I've told you guys before, but I work about 70 hours a week. I'm in school full time and I'm just a tired human. So trying to also cook meals that are nutrient dense is hard for me. I want to focus on trying to make that simpler versus trying to cook meals every single night because I'll fail. I'm honestly, I'll fail. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm cooking for just myself. When I was married, it was easier to want to make meals because somebody else was enjoying it too. I don't have that anymore since my dogs can't eat everything I can eat, right? So yeah, those are some things that I'm trying to work on and trying to implement. I'm not the kind of person that is gonna start everything all at once on the first and overwhelm myself. I more so am focused on things that will improve my life continuously versus like all these new habits that I'm gonna end up dropping. I wanna figure out small ways that I can change things every day so it can lead up to a big change. I think that it's easy to want to start all these things on the first because I mean it's exciting. It's the first, right? Whole new year, whole new month. There's a lot of excitement about it, but for me personally, that gets overwhelming if I try to start too many big changes at once and I don't end up keeping them. So I want to make small changes for big goals. So by the end of June, so like I want to give myself 6 months. So by the end of June, I want to be really good at something. I want to have my habits down for a constant shift close in my apartment. I want to have my habits down for blah, 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 blah. I want to have all my house projects completed by the end of March. So certain things like that, I feel like by breaking it down, it can be really easy. I like the concept of doing weekly goals that are smaller. So what I want to do, and I'll show you guys like the paper when I end up doing this, I want to make my really big goals and then I want to backtrack from there, like ways I can kind of keep track of the fact that I'm meeting them in little goals. So say I want to save 5K this year. And that might seem small to some of you, but I have a lot of bills. I was really stupid in my early 20s. I pay my tuition out of my pocket. Like there's a lot of stuff happening, but so say I want to save 5K. So then by June, I want to have 2.5K. So then every month I'll break it down. And I can do that with anything, any kind of goal like that, you can break it down. So if I want to have all of my like a list of things done by March, I'll break it down and say by February and a half, I want to have this much done. And then by like whatever half of the February and a half is, I want to have these many things done. So stuff like that. I think it's important to give yourself realistic goals along the way to meet that big goal. That way it's not like November and you're like, oh, I haven't saved anything, but my goal was 5K, so I got to rush. And then you're like, well, I didn't meet it, so I'm the worst person ever. So yeah, that's where we're at, right? Middle goals, mini goals, mini goals. Have you guys set any goals yet, or are you thinking about it? I know a lot of people are starting off the year doing like a 75 hard. I think that's a fantastic idea for people. If that's something that they want to do it, babe. Like some people are going to do a marathon next year. I think that's amazing. I'm intrigued in maybe a 75 medium, but I think that it's more important for me right now to figure out how to even eat nutrient dense meals, because chips and cheese is not the best for you, because half of your plate is supposed to be vegetables, right? And I have a hard time fitting that into things. So we're starting small with this stuff. Like I'm meeting with a dietitian. That is something I've struggled with. Like my food relationship has never been great. So instead of doing 75 medium, which I was honestly thinking about yesterday, but then it dawned on me that like that's a little bit crazy for me and I'm being a little crazy. So we're going to focus on actually meeting with our dietitian and putting those things into effect. And maybe in 2027, I'll do a 25 soft, medium, hard, but it's not something that I want to focus on right now, because right now I need to focus on small, soft changes that will actually be effective continuously. But what about you? Are you guys doing 75 hard? Are you doing any big changes? Are you a soft change kind of person like I am? What is going on in your life for your new year? Are you trying to reconnect with a religion? Are you trying to disconnect from a religion? Are you trying to dress differently? Are you trying to find out your makeup style? Tell me about it. I want to hear about it. Tell me about it in the comments. But I am so excited to share the journey with you guys as I do this. Another one of my goals is to be more consistent on long form content. I'm really consistent on short form content because I do my OOTDs, I do my little things like that. But I don't want to yap your ear off on an OOTD on a long form, right? Like there's only so much I can talk about in 10 minutes about an outfit. But yeah, anyway, I love you. This is my last long form vlog for 2025. I'm so grateful for all of you, and I try to tell you guys this all the time because genuinely, I freaking love you. I actually love each and every one of you. Like you have a little place in my heart. I hope that you have a fantastic new year. I hope this year hasn't brought you too many down times, and if it has, I hope that the new year brings you less. Life is hard, things are tough. I'm proud of you for sticking through it and making it through the year, even if it was just barely, right? I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to hear about your goals and your motivations, and I'll see you next year. Love ya.